Welcome to this tutorial on SafeAssign. SafeAssign is a building block that is part of Blackboard that checks course assignment files against a database of other academic papers to identify areas of overlap and possible instances of plagiarism. And what we've done is incorporate some assignments into our courses that are set up as safe assignments. So when students submit their assignment, it's going to be automatically run through the database, and you will receive a report as the instructor showing instances of overlap and where parts of a student's assignment may match another source. And so what I want to do here is just walk you through a few different parts of SafeAssign and what you can expect as an instructor and what students can expect. And then hopefully this will help eliminate any questions you might have as you go through the quarter and future quarters with assignments using SafeAssign. So here we are in a course. The first question you might be having is, how do I know if my course has a safe assignment? Well, it's easy to find that out if you just go to your control panel. And here in the course tools area, you will see a link to SafeAssign. Go ahead and click on that link, and then any assignments in the course that are set up as a safe assignment will be listed here. So you can see in this particular course, the Unit 11 assignment is a safe assignment. So the first thing that you're going to want to do when you see that your course has a safe assignment is to click this button or this link for synchronize the course. And what this is going to do is ensure that your account of your SafeAssign account is linked to the database and that students aren't going to get any kind of error when they click the link. So some of you had this problem when you were setting up your course at the start of the quarter, and synchronizing this course will fix that issue. So it's important to note that even if we synchronize the course, the master course, that's not going to resolve the issue for you when we copy sections. So this is something that's individual that every user, instructor user needs to do in a course if it's got a safe assignment. So after that, the quarter will proceed as usual. I do recommend that you let your students know if there is a safe assignment in your class and give them a little bit of warning so that they aren't surprised when they go to submit their assignment and it says something about SafeAssign. It's also an opportunity for you to teach students and introduce the idea of citing sources and writing a academically sound paper. And so what I would recommend you do is give them a heads up about the safe assignment and let them know that you'll answer any questions that they might have. Just from your end, if you're wondering what a student sees when they go to submit a safe assignment, on this page I'm logged in as a student and I'm ready to submit my assignment, and you'll see that the icon is a little bit different for a safe assignment. It's this green check mark instead of the usual icon, but the process is still the same. So students will click on view complete, and then when they get to the page where they submit their file, they're going to see some information just saying if you submit this paper you agree to the terms of SafeAssign. They can read all about it here if they want to. Then they can just go ahead and make a comment like they would for any other assignment. They can browse their computer, find the assignment file that they want to submit, and then scroll down to the global reference database section. Students do not need to agree to this. It will still submit their paper. It will still provide a SafeAssign report, but this is something that they could do. Basically, it would be putting their paper or their file that they're submitting into the database that then checks other student papers. So go ahead and click submit here, and the assignment is successfully submitted. So students aren't really going through any sort of different process. Now, as an instructor, after the assignments have been submitted, you might be wondering how you actually access the reports. So what you're going to need to do is just go back into your control panel like you normally would, and you can either go to the Grade Center, and you'll be able to see all of the assignment submissions along with the reports. one by one, just like you could for any assignment. One thing that's a little bit different with these assignments that are set up as safe assignments, you don't have the option here to download assignment files. So if you're used to coming into the course and downloading the files into a zip file and opening them all on your computer at one time, you're not going to be able to do that here. There is another place, and I'll get to that in a minute. So, but normally, if you're just used to coming in and clicking on the grade details for each assignment, you can continue with that practice. You'll just go to View Attempt, and then you'll see here that there's a SafeAssign report check mark. If you click on this, the report is going to open. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then the student's assignment file is also right here. So you can just go ahead and grade as you usually would, put their score in, offer comments, click Submit, and you'll be done. Now, the other thing that you might be interested in is if you're used to submitting or downloading all the assignment files into a zip folder, you can still do that. You just need to go to the control panel, and in the SafeAssign area, where all these safe assignments are listed, and this is a different course now. This is a test section where we've been practicing with SafeAssign. All you'll do is click the View link for the assignment where you want to view the reports. And again, in this table here, you'll see all the assignment files, the percent matching, the SafeAssign report icons, and then you can use this download button to download all of the assignment files like you usually would from the Grade Center. So hopefully that explains to you as an instructor how you can access the reports. Now, the last thing that I want to mention here has to do with interpreting the SafeAssign reports. It's important to note that when you look at this percentage of matching, that you're understanding that this means that 24% of the student's assignment file is a direct match to other sources. Now, that doesn't mean that the student necessarily plagiarized 24% of their paper. It just means that it's a match. And what you're going to want to do when you review the report is make sure that even though a student's paper might have matching information, they may have cited that information, and they may have used a direct quote or paraphrased information and included a citation in their in the text of the paper like they should, and on a reference page. And in that case, even though there's a certain percent matching here, there may be no need for you to follow up in terms of any sort of academic dishonesty action. So be careful as an instructor how you're interpreting these reports, and be sure that I would recommend that you use them as a tool to make students aware of citing their sources and documenting things properly, and really teaching students to integrate their research and their information into the paper and really weave that in rather than using so many big block chunks of quotes and direct information from outside sources. So the last thing that I just want to point out on that order is if you have more questions about SafeAssign, there are a lot of resources available in the faculty course. So here I am in the faculty course. If you click on the Teaching Resources link, and then you scroll down to Plagiarism Resources, you're going to see a link here for SafeAssign. This link opens up to a PDF document. And this document goes through a lot of really good information about what SafeAssign is, how to interpret the scores, how to set up safe assignments. I'm not going to scroll through the whole thing, but I really encourage you to click here and read that document, print it out for future reference. And then these two links, how do I scan a paper for plagiarism and how do I interpret a report, are important as well. These will take you directly to the SafeAssign website, and it will you'll see a lot of good examples and explanations. So there's some other really good information here, but this is a good resource for you when it comes to using SafeAssign beyond what I've already talked about. So if you have any more questions, please just let Kristen know, or your ADOF or me, Kelly Schmidt, and we'll be happy to help you guys out. Thanks.